This is the only thing left of RAF Dundonald. It was first requisitioned by the Air Ministry in 1939 and became a reserve landing ground for the flying school at RAF Prestwick. In fact, there are many airfields in the area. In 1941, when the rest of the country's forces were concentrating on defence of the homeland, a new unit was set up called Combined Operations. Their remit was to practice for and develop a fighting doctrine for an amphibious landing into Nazi-occupied Europe. It was worked out that in order to do this, the three services would have to work together harmoniously, and that's what Combined Operations was all about. 516 Squadron was formed to be the air component of Combined Operations. And it started out with a meagre assembly of aircraft. 2 Lysanders, which I flew in a previous video you can check up here, 2 Ansons and 1 Tiger Moth. These were really old and outdated aircraft by the time. But eventually, higher performance aircraft started to filter down. Hurricanes, Mustangs and Blenheims. It was here at Dankeith House, about 2 miles southeast of the airfield, where the officers were billeted. And it was also the HQ of 105 Wing. 516 Squadron's task was to create realistic landing conditions for the amphibious assault force. But here's the thing, they used live ammunition. Yep, accidents happened and people died. There's many accounts of the aircraft flying so low that they struck landing craft, and even of the propellers striking troops on the beach. The squadron also practiced laying smoke to veil the ground forces as they landed on the beach. It wasn't just 516 Squadron that made use of the airfield. Over the years, Spitfire and Seafire squadrons were sent there to do courses. And one time, a B-17 mistook Dundonald for Prestwick and landed. Went off the end of the runway because it's a bit shorter than Prestwick. There is a conflicting account. Some say the B-17 was disassembled and taken to Prestwick by road. Others say it was emptied of non-essential equipment and very little fuel and flown out of the airfield. What actually happened, I don't know. It's thought that Hitler's right-hand man, Rudolf Hess, was trying to land at Dundonald before bailing out just overhead Eaglesham, which is 20 or 30 miles in that direction. The best way to see what's left of the airfield is from the air. Now, since coronavirus still has me grounded from proper aircraft, I'm using the next best thing, a drone. This is called the DJI Inspire 1. Now, the reason we've got this is a bit of a failed business venture, but since I'm in lockdown I figured let's get it back out again and do some flying. So we're going to use this to see what we can see from the air of Dundonald. Here we go. Inspire 1 has the tactical landing gear, so the camera can get all round the view. There's the landing gear moving now. Once airborne, immediately we can see the outline of Dundonald's runways. Material from that quarry was placed onto the runways because the land was boggy, and this is why the runways are still visible today. I had a go at drawing the old layout. Please forgive me. I hope you enjoyed that, but it's not over yet. I've got one last thing to show you, and this is quite special, actually, quite special. Come on. Come on! Over here, come on. Hey! Hurry up, you back there. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, behind me here is a carving on a tree done by someone's last day at RAF Dundonald before they got posted elsewhere. Last day, 29th of the 4th I think, it was 44. I've got an earlier photograph which we'll put on the screen just now, but as the tree's grown and expanded, it's sort of distorted it a little bit. But there we go, carved by someone when the base was operational. That is quite crazy. That looks like it might be the remnants of a swastika. Obviously drawn in jest. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching Alba Skies. We've got more stuff coming every week. And if you enjoyed this episode, I highly recommend you check out this book, Airfield Focused Dundonald. A lot of more interesting, colourful history which I wasn't able to put in here. So comment, like, and the subscribe button please if you would. Lots of flies.